right, now we're back in the studio with one of our other favorite departments here, philanthropy. And of course we have Kimberly Nelson here.
Good morning, Fran.
Director is your title, correct?
Yes, ma'am. And jack of all trades, whatever they tell me to do.
Listen, Kimberly, are you the longest serving staff member here?
I'm not the longest staff member. I am the longest director.
Oh, okay.
But not the longest staff member, because Sheila Willing in sales.
Oh, sure.
She has been here a long time.
Yes, of course.
And Faye White, I believe, may have also had me beat on that one.
Okay.
So,
well,
and
anyway,
Brad Hibbs, he's been here a while. I've been here a little while.
We're happy to have you today.
Thanks, happy to be here.
And you've brought a guest with you.
I have brought a guest. I have brought one of our committee members, Doug Franklin, because we like to start introducing members of our philanthropy committee every year to the community. And so that's one of the, I'll say, roles that when they sign up to be in philanthropy, I say you need to be committed to be on TV once in the year. And Doug jumped in to go first. So I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Ever
You're
so
welcome.
much.
It wasn't like a short straw or anything like that.
No, I was happy he raised his hand high to say, I'd be happy to come on TV. And so
that's good.
So I thought maybe I should just introduce Doug, and you could maybe talk a little bit about why in the world did you join the committee, and maybe how long you've been at Green Spring, or something like that.
I can do that, Kimberly.
That'd be great.
My wife and I moved in about a little over 3 years ago. And I got involved in philanthropy because one of the big things that's been on my mind when I first moved in was our servers in the dining rooms. And the quality of those young people, in my opinion, is so good. And I've been so proud to be associated with them. And that's one reason I volunteered to also be on the interview committee that just completed our first round of interviews with the selectees, or the ones that are trying to apply for one of our scholarships. And that has been a big thing, and I think we need to interview these young people and listen to them. And one thing has come through loud and clear: they are a quality bunch of people. They surprise me every time I talk with one, because they are enthusiastic, they are caring about the residents. And in fact, when we did the interview, one of the main things when we asked them, what do you enjoy most about Green Springs? And one of the top topics is their interface with the residents. They are interested in helping the residents. They're interested in knowing what the residents think, and they also are very interested in making sure they have done their job in working with the residents. And they just are an outstanding group of young people, and like I say, I'm so happy to be associated. And I appreciate Kimberly, and our chairperson of our interview committee was Sally Pritchett, and she has done a great job of getting the interviews coordinated and outlined for us. And the young people we interviewed were just top quality.
Great.
And they're top notch.
That's good to hear. Excellent.
Yeah, so we're really excited. So this year we have 4 new committee members who've joined our committee. And so in the future, while Doug has jumped in to be first on the screen and take center stage, which we appreciate, Evelyn Jones, Estelle Marler, and Virginia Sumner are also 3 additional committee members, in addition to some of our committee members who've decided to stay on another year.
Sure.
So you'll see them over the course of the year, and we'll get them introduced to the community so that if residents have questions about the programs or what's going, they can go directly to a fellow resident. So Doug would be happy to talk to anyone about the students or the interviews or anything like that, so that you can share your experience. I think that's so important.
It is.
Because I'm not in the interviews. So the residents are strictly the only ones in the interviews. So I couldn't even give you insight into what was discussed. So it really is done through the committee.
That's good to know.
Yes.
I guess I didn't think about it before, about whether or not you were on these interviews
Yeah.
or selection process.
Yeah.
And I've been here all these years, and I haven't
Yeah.
even thought about that.
Yeah.
I just assumed you were, I guess.
No, I let the committee run with it.
That's great. That's great.
I just delegate it to the experts on the committee. Yes.
That's great.
Yeah, so we're really excited that Doug is with us, and Doug is our one gentleman of the group who has tolerated all of us women on the committee.
Well, I
And
don't
we
know.
really appreciate his patience.
Hey, you men out there, you need to get equal opportunity.
I know. So if anyone is interested, Doug, when he approached me last year, he said, I'm sort of interested. And it took a few months where we talked about it and gave him some more information and
Yeah.
Right.
for him to sort of think through, is this the right thing for him, and make a commitment to get on the committee for this year. And then we did an orientation
Right.
with all of our new members. And so we really want to help our committee continue to
Now,
grow.
do you term limit your committee?
So our committee is not term limited.
I didn't think so, because I know some of the people.
Yes.
on it.
And part of that is because with fundraising, really part of that consistency is so important. It's really a balance of consistency and then the fresh ideas as new folks come on board. So that really has been, I think, part of our success
Okay.
in the committee.
Now,
So
tell me some other things that we're, that
time is
going
just
on in
zipping
philanthropy.
by. Well, I wanted to mention pretty quickly that we've got some reports about one of the scams that sort of reappears here at Green Spring on the phone, which is the "Hello, Grandma, this is your grandson" scam. Send me money, I'm in jail. And so we've had even some of our committee members get this scam, which is really comical because our committee members will say, A, I'm not a grandma, I don't have grandchildren, so they know it's a scam. Or B, they don't call me grandma, they call me a different
Sure.
nickname.
Nana or whatever.
Something
Yeah.
else, right. But we wanted to make sure residents were aware that this is the time of the year again where these things may pick up. You'll get the IRS scam on the phone. You owe money to the IRS. So again, just remember the IRS is not going to call you
Never.
and ask you for money. And if someone calls you and acts like they're a child, grandchild, friend of someone, please don't give any information. Hang up. Call your family directly and confirm that everyone is safe and okay. Once they sort of get on Green Springs' list, it seems like we get a little flow of those types of calls, as you see on the screen. So lately we've heard about the grandmother, grandchild, I'm stuck, I'm sick, I'm in jail, I hit someone.
Yeah.
So please be aware of
One
that.
of the best ones I heard was one of my friends got a call like this. Not this year, but before.
Yes.
And she knew it was a scam. And she said, how's the dog doing? And I can't remember his name. What's his name? And they came up with something. The grandson didn't have a dog. And she knew that, but
yes.
she
played along.
Yeah, and so
Oh,
she
my.
said, "Oh well, I just need to tell you, my grandson doesn't have a dog. Goodbye." Boom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just if you're thinking quick enough.
Yes, but it does catch you off guard. So
Yeah.
we just like to do that reminder,
Yeah.
and we'll continue to do that. And then, of course, I know all the residents realize the health alert is in effect through the 15th, which is Thursday. And our presidential awards are scheduled for next week. And so in an abundance of caution, since we just don't know what next week will hold and we have guest speakers lined up, we have made the decision to just change all the presidential award information to March. So mid-March. So we will send out additional information to those residents who were getting awards to let you know of the new date as we get that finalized with our speakers and that kind of thing. But we just did not want to make a decision on Monday and have to cancel something the next day or two. So we're making that decision now. We hope that everything starts getting back to normal next week, but we just don't know. So again, just in an abundance of caution, we're going to postpone it to March, and Kelly will be getting that information out.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind. If you have questions on volunteers, please call Kelly. She's here. Our phones are up and working again.
Oh, they are working? Okay.
Yes, it was a Verizon issue, so it wasn't
Yeah.
a Green Spring issue, but they are up and working. So hopefully everyone is back to normal in that regard, I would
Right.
think. So, yeah, so we're real excited. So that was just another quick update. And then, Doug, was there anything else that I forgot to talk about that you wanted to share about the committee, or?
Well, I would just like to impress upon the other residents, all of us see these young people, and I would just say, it's good to remember they are learning, they are young, and they are trying to work with the residents. And it's very important that we kind of work with them. And I just cannot impress enough on everyone when it comes to these scholarships that the students are working for. Please give them a shot, and if you can help them or talk with them, they are just have all kinds of good information and friendliness, and they really are trying to do their very best to help the residents at the dining rooms. So I just would say, give it a shot, and remember, when scholarship money comes around, please give, and give generously.
Oh,
Thank you
thanks.
both
Yeah.
very much. for
Thank you
coming
so
today.
much. Thank you.